When a reality show romance goes very wrong, he was a popular pro football player. She, a feisty star of Basketball Wives. Their marriage seemed destined for TV gold until it all came to a crashing halt one terrible night, only weeks after they wed. Now, for the first time, Evelyn Lozada opens up about what she says really happened and what role the spotlight played.
Just when everyone thought Evelyn Lozada had finally left the drama behind, it looks like history is repeating itself. And this time, it's personal. Because y'all, Evelyn is in tears after Jennifer Williams just came out swinging, exposing what she calls the real truth behind Evelyn's relationships. Receipts, shade, tears, and betrayal. This is the kind of Basketball Wives level mess nobody saw coming. But here's the thing. This isn't just about gossip. This is about friendship, loyalty, and what happens when the person you once called your sister turns around and airs out your most private moments to the entire world. Evelyn and Jennifer have been through years of ups and downs, heartbreaks, and public humiliation.
Red flag!
Don't be trying to be funny when is already funnier.
Go take a breather.
Yeah, I had a champagne.
Okay, go take a breather.
Yeah.
But this new fallout, it might just be the final nail in the coffin of a friendship that once looked unbreakable. So what really happened between Evelyn Lozada and Jennifer Williams this time? Why is Evelyn breaking down on camera sobbing and saying she feels betrayed by someone who knew her heart? And what are these so-called receipts Jennifer claims prove that Evelyn has been lying about her relationships for years? Grab your drink, because the tea we're about to spill is boiling. Before all this chaos, Evelyn Lozada wasn't just another reality TV star, she was the face of Basketball Wives. When the show first hit VH1, Evelyn brought that fire, that confidence, and yes, that drama that fans couldn't get enough of. But behind all the glitz, glam, and fiery one-liners, Evelyn was a woman who'd been through a lot. She grew up in the Bronx, raised by a single mother, learning early that the world doesn't hand out kindness easily. When she finally made her way into the spotlight, it wasn't by accident, it was through hustle. She built a name for herself, opened her own shoe boutique, and slowly became part of that elite circle of athletes and celebrities. That's where she met Chad Ochocinco. For a while, their love story looked like something out of a magazine. Beautiful couple, lavish lifestyle, matching smiles on red carpets. But the world knows how that ended with police lights, a mugshot, and a marriage that fell apart before it even began. That scandal nearly broke her. Evelyn became the face of heartbreak and domestic abuse on national television. She cried in interviews. She spoke at events. She tried to rebuild her image, and to her credit, she did. Fans saw her as a survivor. She even found love again with MLB player Carl Crawford. And for a while,
I was gonna say, who was I talking to? Talking about my kid. Okay. You don't got kids. I'm talking about my kids. And you don't talk about their mother, like you stupid.
It seemed like she'd finally found peace. They had a son, shared a home, and were engaged to be married. But out of nowhere, that relationship ended. Evelyn said it just didn't work out. But fans always wondered what really happened behind the scenes. And through all of this, one person was always there, Jennifer Williams. Jennifer wasn't just a co-star, she was Evelyn's sister in spirit. The two were inseparable during the early Basketball Wives seasons. They laughed together, defended each other, cried on each other's shoulders. When Evelyn's world crumbled after Chad, Jennifer was the one who called her every day. And when Jennifer was going through her own divorce from Eric Williams, Evelyn was right there, holding her hand through the pain. But like every reality TV friendship, fame, jealousy, and the cameras eventually got in the way. Things took a turn when Jennifer started publicly questioning Evelyn's choices in men. She didn't say anything too harsh at first, but Evelyn took it as a betrayal. She felt judged, especially by someone who knew how much pain she'd already been through. From that moment, everything changed. Evelyn fired back, calling Jennifer fake and jealous. Jennifer saw that Evelyn was toxic and loved to play the victim. The tension built up so much that security literally had to step in during one of their on-screen confrontations. Fans watched in disbelief as Evelyn furious tried to jump across a table to get to Jennifer. That was the day everyone realized their sisterhood was done. Years passed. They threw shade online, made up, fell out, and repeated that cycle more times than anyone could count. But recently, it seemed like the two had grown. They were older, wiser, and even posting friendly photos again. Fans were hopeful maybe this time the friendship could really be repaired. Then came Jennifer's wedding. It was supposed to be her fairytale ending, a beautiful ceremony with her new husband, Christian Gold. But you know who wasn't there? Evelyn. And people noticed. At first, everyone assumed Evelyn couldn't make it. But then, on the very same day as Jennifer's wedding, Evelyn posted a cryptic Instagram message. It didn't name names, but the timing. The suspicious. The post talked about women who pretend to be happy while ignoring red flags. Fans went wild. Was Evelyn throwing shade at Jennifer's new marriage? Was she warning her about her husband? Or just being petty? Nobody knew. But it didn't stop there. A few days later, rumors started swirling that Evelyn had been talking about Jennifer's marriage behind the scenes. That's when Jennifer snapped hand, y'all. She came out swinging. Jennifer went on a podcast interview and said she was done protecting people who didn't protect her.
I know what it's like to see red and go for the juggler, but this is way too much.
You were like my daughter, don't stupid.
She claimed Evelyn had spent years lying about her relationships, spinning stories to make herself look like the victim while hiding her own mess behind the scenes. And then came the line that set the internet on fire. I was there. I saw it all. She's not the innocent one she pretends to be. That one sentence sent shockwaves through the basketball wives. Fandom. Jennifer hinted that Evelyn wasn't just heartbroken after Chad. She was allegedly already seeing someone else before the breakup hit the headlines. She claimed Evelyn exaggerated parts of her story to control the public narrative. And then she went further. According to Jennifer, Evelyn's relationship with Carl Crawford wasn't the love story she painted it to be. Jennifer said Evelyn knew long before the engagement ended that things were falling apart and she had a backup plan waiting in the wings. Fans were stunned, but here's where things really got messy. Jennifer claimed she had receipts, screenshots, text messages, DMs, messages that allegedly showed Evelyn trash-talking her own exes, flirting with other men while in relationships, and even planning how to make herself look better in the media after breakups. And whether those receipts were real or not, it didn't matter.
Sleeping with your ex.
Sleeping with who? Shawnee, I swear on my kid. That I told you that?
No, you didn't tell me.
So where's it coming from?
Don't look at me because I didn't say it. She told me. It's Tammy.
Because the damage was already done. The internet exploded. Hashtags started trending. Team Evelyn versus Team Jennifer. Debates were everywhere. And right in the middle of it all, Evelyn Lozada broke down. In a tearful Instagram live, Evelyn tried to defend herself. Her voice cracked as she said she was tired of people bringing up her past. She said Jennifer knew her pain, knew how hard she'd worked to heal, and that this public betrayal felt like being stabbed by someone she once called family. She cried on camera, saying, "I'm not perfect, but I've always told my truth. To see someone I loved try to destroy me, it hurts." Fans were divided. Some felt real sympathy, saying Evelyn didn't deserve to have her old wounds reopened. Others accused her of performing, saying she's too good at playing the victim. Meanwhile, Jennifer doubled down on social media. She posted, "The truth doesn't need permission to be told. If it makes you cry, that's not my fault." And y'all, that one line reignited the feud like gasoline on fire. But it didn't stop with just them. Other Basketball Wives cast members started chiming in without even naming names. Malaysia Pargo posted a story about fake friendships and karma doing her. Job, Jackie Christie, who's known for loving a little chaos, was spotted hanging out with Evelyn and hinting that real ones always stick together. And Shawnee O'Neal, who usually stays neutral, posted a quote about friends keeping it 100 even when it hurts. Fans couldn't tell whose side she was on, but everyone had an opinion. Then came Tammy Roman on her podcast. She didn't hold back, she said. At a certain age, you stop blaming people for your mess and start owning it. Both these ladies need to grow up. But let's be honest, Tammy's tone had everyone thinking she was calling out Evelyn just a little harder. And while all this drama unfolded, people started digging into Jennifer's own situation, because as she was exposing Evelyn's past, rumors about her new husband started resurfacing. Word on the street was that Christian Gold had a history of shady business dealings, lawsuits, accusations, even whispers about financial scams. Suddenly, fans began asking, "Wait a minute, Jennifer, are you sure your man is who you think he is?" Some fans started suggesting that maybe, just maybe, Evelyn's shady Instagram post on Jennifer's wedding day and about pettiness at all. What if it was a warning? But Jennifer stood firm. She said her marriage was solid and that people were trying to tear down her happiness because they couldn't stand to see her winning. Still, the irony wasn't lost on anyone. How could Jennifer spend so much time calling out Evelyn's love life when hers was now under the same microscope? Then came the moment that broke fans' hearts. During a live taping of Basketball Wives, Evelyn reportedly broke down on set crying, saying she couldn't believe Jennifer would drag her like that after everything they'd been through. She told producers, "I've lost friends before, but this one hits different." Those who were there said she looked drained. She wasn't screaming or throwing things like the old Evelyn. She was quiet, emotional, defeated. And for the first time in years, fans saw a side of her that felt real. Not the tough girl, not the TV villain, but a woman who's been through too many heartbreaks and finally hit her breaking point. But here's the twist that nobody saw coming. Evelyn might be walking away from Basketball Wives for good after the reunion special. Insiders claim she told producers she was done with toxic friendships and wanted to focus on her peace. She's reportedly planning to leave the show and start a new chapter, one without the constant public fights and emotional roller coasters. But Jennifer, she's not backing down. She's teasing that she still has more to reveal, saying, "I told the truth, but if I really wanted to, I could end careers," and that has fans on edge. What more could she possibly have to say? Is she bluffing, or is there even more dirt waiting to come out? What makes this story hit so hard in just the drama? It's the heartbreak behind it. Too. Women who once called each other sisters are now enemies. To women who once prayed for each other are now posting cryptic shade for the world to dissect. The love they once had turned into pain, and the bond they built on trust is now shattered by ego, pride, and maybe, just maybe, jealousy. Evelyn has been through public humiliation, broken engagements, and online hate before, but betrayal from someone who once wiped her tears. That's a different kind of wound. And Jennifer, who once stood beside Evelyn like her shadow, now stands across from her, ready to expose everything she once swore to protect. As fans, we can't help but wonder, is this just another reality TV storyline to boost ratings? Or is this the painful truth of two women who let fame and hurt destroy something real? Because when the cameras stop rolling and the lights go off, all that's left are the memories, the late-night phone calls, the hugs, the laughter, the secrets shared in confidence, and those are things that no TV contract can ever fix. Evelyn once said in an interview, "I've learned that everyone has a breaking point, and maybe this is hers, whether you love her or not." Seeing someone crumble under the weight of betrayal hits differently, because behind the headlines, she's still human, just trying to protect her peace in a world that won't stop watching. But the question still stands. Can Evelyn and Jennifer ever truly find peace again? Can they forgive each other, or are they destined to repeat the same cycle of hurt, year after year, for the cameras to catch? Only time will tell. What we do know is this: Evelyn Lozada has survived worse. She's been broken before and rebuilt herself every single time. And maybe this breakdown in her ending, it's her rebirth. As for Jennifer, maybe she's just tired of biting her tongue. Maybe she's done letting other people control the story. But when the dust settles and the cameras stop, both of them will have to look in the mirror and ask, was it worth it? Because at the end of the day, fame fades, followers move on, but friendship, the real kind, when it's gone, it leaves a hole nothing can replace. So as Evelyn wipes her tears and Jennifer posts her next truth, one thing's for sure, this feud just changed basketball wives forever. And no matter whose side you're on, everybody's watching to see what happens next.